This must be the most underrated Demon Slayer figure ever made. Shinobu looks sweet until you see how sharp the detail actually are. Shinobu is finally at SHFiguarts. Yes, I caved and I bought it for $72. Honestly, not too far from the retail price, which is 11,000 yen. Reviewers are split, internet is noisy, and I'm here to show you the real deal. So, you guys ready to find out? Because I am! The box immediately sets the tone with a purple gradient that feels undeniably Shinobu. It's soft, elegant, and subtle, dangerous just like her. And the window gives you a clean look at the figure without overcrowding the design. It doesn't try to be loud or flashy, it just mirrors her personality with quiet confidence. Apparently, Bandai didn't over-design this one, and honestly, that restraint worked beautifully. Next to Sculpt and Paint! When you take the figure out of the box, the first thing that stands out is the face sculpt. And wow! Bandai absolutely delivered! Shinobu has one of the most delicate facial design in Demon Slayer. And SHF captured every whisper of expression. Her eyes have that soft gradient that transitions from purple to a gentle pink hue, giving her the signature look that makes you wonder whether she's being friendly or quietly judging your life choices. The eyebrows are thin and precise, adding even more elegance. Her hair is another highlight. Layered sculpt gives her bob cut actual dimension instead of a simple shell piece. Each strand has a soft transition from black to purple that melts into a subtle wash near the tips. It's not a flat gradient, there's depth, shadow, and a light semi-gloss finish that catches reflections like real hair. Moving down to the outfit, her Demon Slayer uniform is surprisingly detailed for such a small framed figure. The folds are natural and soft instead of sharp and aggressive, making the silhouette look airy, just like Shinobu's movement style. The Haori is where the sculpt truly shines. Each butterfly scale on the sleeves is individually beveled, so the edges actually catch light and create real contrast. The color transition from white to mint green to purple is beautifully done, with crisp black bordering that looks hand-painted. The patterning on the Haori wings doesn't feel printed, it feels embedded. That's rare for SHF at this scale. The gradient doesn't blotch or break, and the inner lining also has soft purple tones, giving the cloth depth when it flares during posing. Her petite frame is sculpted deliberately. Shinobu is slender more than other female Demon Slayer characters, and Bandai translated that accurately. Her torso is narrower, her shoulders smaller, and even the belt proportions match her canonical body shape. Nothing feels oversized or generic. This is a custom mold and you can feel it. Her pants also have textured folds that give a sense of subtle movement without overpowering the figure. And the shoes, sharp, clean purple touches that match her Haori. Tiny details but executed so well they elevate the entire figure. Overall, this Sculpt and Paint gives Shinobu a sense of elegance and precision. Exactly how she fights, exactly how she moves, and exactly who she is. Okay, so Sculpt and Paint are done. Let's check the accessories out. She doesn't come with a ton of accessories, but what she does have is beautifully intentional. Her Nichiren blade is a needle-thin, sleek, elegant, and finished with a green sheen that makes it look venomous under light. The butterfly guard has clean gradients and crisp edges that instantly draw your eye. She also includes a sheath version of the sword that attach naturally to her hip, so whether she's calm and composed or second away from sinking poison into a demon,
the silhouette always looks right. You get 4 pairs of hands, relaxed hands for soft poses, semi-open hands for that teasing, Shinobu attitude, and gripping hands that hold the blade without looking stiff or forced. And then the faceplates, 4 total. The gentle smile, the teasing smirk, the focused combat look, and the serene closed eye smile that's equal parts peaceful and unsettling personality.
A lot of people complain the accessories feel a bit lacking. Honestly, I don't agree with them because I've got my own take on it. And next, articulation!
Shinobu's articulation is one of the biggest highlights of this release. Starting from the head and neck, she has incredibly smooth micro tilts that add subtle emotion to her poses. Looking down gives her that quietly threatening vibe, while looking up doesn't clash with the hair sculpt, something many SHF figures struggle with. Every angle feels intentional. Her petite torso plays a crucial role in how well she moves because her chest piece is smaller and narrower than other Demon Slayer figures. The torso joints have more freedom and less collision. When she bends forward, the clean internal hinge lets her lean into deep stances without showing weird gaps. Leaning back is just as smooth, maintaining a continuous line from chest to waist. Compared to Tanjiro or Zenitsu, who often expose hollow gaps, Shinobu stays visually clean the entire time. This feels like Bandai's quiet evolution. Her arms are surprisingly expressive. The shoulders rotate naturally and allow her to bring her hands close to her chest for those elegant sword poses. Her elbows bend deeply without breaking the sculpt, and the wrists tilt in every direction, creating graceful motion that matches her needle-focused attack. Holding her blade feels organic, not forced. Moving to the lower body, her hips are flexible despite the loose-looking sculpt of the pants. She can kick a full 90-degree without effort, smoothly transition into crouching stances, and even perform semi-splits, something very few clock SHF characters manage. Her knees bend deep without producing blocky shapes, and her ankles tilt enough to make wide stances stable and natural. And because her frame is so light and balanced, posing her is far easier than the bulkier characters. She holds forward-leaning poses, airborne stances, and dancing motions without falling over. It's one of the most fluid and stable articulation system Bandai has built for the Demon Slayer line. Clean, elegant, and full of range.
Bandai really tweaked a lot of things for the better this time, and honestly, the heart of any figure is articulation.
When placed next to the rest of the Demon Slayer SHF lineup, Shinobu's proportions feel perfect. She's smaller than Tanjiro and Zenitsu, not just in height but also in frame. Her torso is slimmer, her shoulders are narrower, and even her stance feels lighter. Her petite chest and compact waist match her anime proportions exactly. And next to Gyu, her small build emphasizes their dynamic beautifully. His quiet strength next to her quiet danger. Against Nezuko, she stands slightly taller but still slimmer, giving a believable scale difference. And when compared to characters from Jujutsu Kaisen, Naruto, or My Hero Academia, she blends in as a petite female character without looking undersized or out of scale.
Her size communicates her fighting style: fast, light, agile, and silent. So Bandai nailed the aspect perfectly.
Let's jump straight into the combat pose. Perfecto! The Haori looks insanely detailed, and even though the pose itself is pretty standard, it still gives off a premium vibe. flaws? Just a few. The wrist joints could be a bit more solid or tighter. Overall, this one's an easy 8 out of 10. Her eyes get kinda scary when she's angry, even though she still looks innocent. The legs are super solid, the arm rotation is smooth, and honestly, from all the SHF Demon Slayer characters, Shinobu might just be the best so far. Might be, okay? Solid 8.5 out of 10. This third pose is basically an experiment, pushing the articulation backward to see how far it can go. And the hand holding the sword gets a bit flimsy when you tuck it into the scabbard. Not the most secure fit, still, it's a clean 8 out of 10. This pose shows her rage and deep grudge toward Doma, the upper rank 2 demon. The stance itself is pretty simple, but the personality and emotion behind it really come true. This is 9 out of 10. A regular pose, but that right hand twist pull slightly backward for the sword slash looks so good. The leg articulation is on point too. Everything works great except, the wrist joint. And of course, this is still a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, we've got a real problem here. The hand that's supposed to hold the scabbard, it can't. Look, once the hand is attached, the angle of the hand and the angle of the scabbard are totally different. They just don't meet. And when the scabbard is attached, the hand gets blocked by the Haori sleeve. I'm seriously disappointed. This is a 4 out of 10. Honestly, I'm still not over that hand issue. After hyping it up and then, whatever. Anyway, here we are at the final pose, the 7th pose, pure peace and joy. So here's the truth. Visually, this figure is a knockout. The sculpt and paint are beautiful, crisp, and totally Shinobu coded. Accessories, all solid and useful. Nothing feels like filler, and everything looks great on display. Articulation is also surprisingly flexible and smooth. You can get some really expressive poses without fighting the joints. It's fun when it works. Because articulation is the heart of a figure. It's sad when you had a very cool figure, but the articulation sucks. That's a problem. But the problems hit hard. The arm feels way too fragile, like it's one twist away from early retirement. And the biggest letdown, the hand that's supposed to hold the scabbard absolutely refuses to do its job. It just doesn't work. So overall, gorgeous figure, great movement, great accessories, but held back by small flaws that shouldn't exist at this price point. Would you pick this up for $72?
Alright guys, that's Shinobu with her butterfly glory. If you survived this review, congratulations! Now go watch another one before Bandai drops a pre-order and destroy your savings. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's review. Don't forget to follow me on social media, Instagram or TikTok, Madam Chip. Thank you for watching and see you in the next review. Bye bye!